That time, 3 Up, 3 Down with Greg Bedard, presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Enjoy the game with the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, it is Tully time. Please drink responsibly. 3 Up, 3 Down from Patriots Jets. You guys can do whatever you want with those 3 ups. This is challenging, but go ahead, Greg. Number 1 star.
Number 1, Bryce Behringer, the punter.
I got him too.
49 average, 44 net, 3 inside the 20. I think 2 were inside the 10. So, good job, Bryce.
This guy kicks the crap out of the ball. He's great to watch.
Thank God.
The Seattle game, I was watching him in pregame. He kicks the freaking stuffing out of it. And so did the guy from Seattle that day, too. They absolutely bombed it. Did you know that he's had a 50-yard punt in 20 straight games? Mike Reese had this over the weekend.
No way.
The record is 38.
Wow.
But, like, this guy...
So, gross, obviously.
Yeah. He kicks the freaking stuffing out of it. I love him. He's the only guy in the team I like.
Okay.
Very good,
it's
man.
good. I like it. Number 2.
Number 2, Pop Douglas. He was involved. He was, what do you have? 7 receptions, 1 run. This is what the Pop package needs to be every week. By the end of the middle of the second quarter, he needs to run the ball once. He needs a bubble. You need to design a little route for him and just do that every time. Get him involved. Not to say he's this awesome receiver that, you need to run the offense through or anything, but for right now, he's the best with what they have, and he gives you a chance to get going a little bit.
I had Jonathan Jones second. There weren't many guys to pick from on the defense or on the offense for that matter, but I think Jones generally he's been the best defensive back all year.
Quick. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
3rd.
Michael Jordan, the left guard. I think he's done a really good job since he's been in there. He only gave up 1 pressure in this game. I think he's done a good job.
Douglas. I had Douglas 3rd.
You can finish your thought on anything. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. There was a play he made on the sideline, Jonathan Jones, where he punched the ball out. Do you remember that?
Yes. It was a fumble out of bounds.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, he's still playing too. Late in that game, he was still playing. I think Jones has been good.
I want to get to the good stuff.
Of course.
3 down. Go ahead. Who was the worst of the worst?
Caden Wallace. He was put in a tough situation. His offensive coordinator hung him out to dry a little bit with what he decided to do in this game. For example, so I had Wallace giving up 5 quarterback pressures. I had the Patriots team giving up 5 pressures as well, and I put almost all of that on Alex Van Pelt. That's where they don't have a chance to block it. To me, that's on the offensive coordinator. So Wallace, tough position, but tough outing.
I had a hard time defining or identifying where the ineptitude was on that offensive line because it was so comprehensive in nature. They all sucked. It was horrible. And I thought the worst. So I put the whole group on there. My number 1 is the offensive line. The thing that concerned me the most is the communication. They couldn't figure it out. They didn't know who was supposed to block who. Anytime the Jets blitzed, it was a complete freaking clown show. It was a fire drill on that offensive line.
Number 2.
Daniel Ekawale as representative of the pass rush with their horrendous pass rush discipline in this game, letting Rodgers run around, complete passes, run the ball for first downs. I mean, it's their pass rush discipline the past 2 weeks has been horrendous. It's why they lost to the Seahawks. It's why they weren't closer in this game, and Ekawale was the worst of the worst in that regard.
I had Duggar. I thought Duggar was really disappointing in this game. Yep. He was out of position a lot, overran some plays.
Dusted by Ty Conklin.
Yeah, just like right? I thought that maybe one of the worst games I've ever seen Duggar play. And then again, they were all bad, but he's an easier one to pick on because he's supposed to be a leader.
Maybe I was thinking of Tavai. Either way, too much for Ty Conklin. He blows. Number 3.
This is going to hurt a little bit. David Andrews. This is 2 weeks in a row. He has not been great. Now, I know he was questionable with hip injury, so maybe he wasn't 100%, but the last 2 weeks have not been up to his standard, and if he's not really good, that line has no shot.
I went Ramondre Stevenson, and your immediate question would be, why would you do that when they couldn't block? 3 games, 3 fumbles.
Can't have it.
3 games, 3 fumbles. You can't put the ball, and he finally lost one this time. So, that's it, and he's acknowledged it based on what I've read. But cannot happen. Like, you just can't. They're in no position where they can survive turnovers, and he's fumbled 3 games in a row.
Give me one more. Did we do 3 or 2? I've
No, we
lost
did
count.
3.
We did 3.
Good God.
But I would throw Christian Gonzalez in there. I didn't think that he was great in this game. Gave up the touchdown, even though, he was right there. He had some really good reps against Garrett Wilson, but, I think he's had a tough couple weeks.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.